Hello, hello, hello. It's Gazario coming at you again with a hide and seek build. This one will be in the style of a suburban home with an underground sewer system. Okay, so I've already dug out the hole for the sewer systems, but we need to cover it back up and do a floor plan for the house. That way we can get a good estimate of where we're going to put the entrances to the sewers. So I've been messing around with a few different floor plans, finally settled on this one. I also decided it will have a second story and we'll have three entrances to the sewer systems. Okay, let's do a quick review of the floor plan. We'll have a garage on the left, room one on the right. This one will also have its own restroom where one of the entrances to the sewers will be. Room one will also have its own little walk in closet, but next we'll go down the hallway to the left, will be the guest restroom, and this will be the second entrance to the sewer systems. We got the upstairs, we got the kitchen, a little living room, breakfast nook, and a sink, which will have the last entrance to the sewers. Lastly, we got a master bedroom with its own little walk in closet. And that's it for the downstairs. I'll plan out the upstairs later, but for now, let's pop the top off and get doing the sewer system. All right, so I got the top off and I left markers for where the entrances will be. Next, we just need to start popping in some pipes and get the sewer system going. All right, so this is what I got so far. We got three large pipes, one for each entrance. I'm also going to connect them with smaller pipes. And I also need to go in there and texturize the pipes, give them a nice little look on the inside. But all this outside is not going to be visible. I finished up the pipes for the most part. I went through and texturized them with different shades of greens, wools, concretes, terracottas, and then I also connected them up with smaller pipes. I got a few little hiding spots and some dead ends figured out, and then I still just need to go inside and actually decorate the insides. But as you can see, there's like these little crawl spaces that connect you from pipe to pipe. Not sure if I want to fill these up with water yet, but I may. I've started messing around with the insides a little bit using some slime blocks. I definitely need to fill the bottom with water, and I'm going to use some sea pickles, maybe some glow lichens to give some light down here. For now, that's it for the sewer systems. I'll still need to get back in here and do some real decorating, but I want to mess with that after I get the house done. So let's get the top back on and work on the house. Alrighty, I got the floor back on with the floor plan. First thing to do is figure out the front facade of the house. That way we can plan out the rest of it. As I said earlier, we're going for kind of a suburban home on this one. I also want to challenge myself with some more depth to the house. So we got different layers and different block types. But as you can see, we just had the front facade going. But now with that built, we can better plan out the rest of the house. I got the rest of the house finished up. All four walls are up. We got a roof. Of course, I still need to go through and texturize and decorate the outside. But just want to give you a quick check in and see how things are going. We also planned out the upstairs. Got the front of the house finished up for now. I'll probably still go through and do a little tweakings here and there. But we got some framework around the windows, just some extra decoration to give some more little depth. I also have a garage door, which I use the shelf blocks along with candles to actually give that garage door effect. For the brick, we used brick and I textured in some smooth granite and granite to give it a little bit more texture. Not sure if I like this green door, but I have it there for now. So I've been doing some work in the back, but first we added a driveway and a garden to the front of the house as well. So around back, we did some more decorating and framing of the windows and walls with some shelf blocks and trap doors. We added some garden areas, lighting, and a outdoor patio with some lawn furniture and a grill. So the front and back are mostly done and dusted. I'm sure there's still some touching ups I'll do, but all we really got to get done are the two sides of the house, and then we will be ready to move on to the inside. So for the most part, the outside of the house is done. We added some stuff to the roof, like some pipings, a cable antenna on the sides of the house. We have a loom acting as like AC unit, some bushes, some framing of the windows. I also added a chimney. Not sure if that was there on the last clip. I did struggle with this one as finding all like little odds and ends to decorate with. When in doubt, I threw up buttons. Let me take you inside now, where right now we have the walls and floors framed up. I'm using the stripped acacia wood for the walls and stripped birch for the floors. I will be going back and texturizing them as well. I have the mangrove tree doors, but I don't love them. I don't feel like they're going well with the walls. Usually I like the mangrove and the acacia together, but in this case, I think I'm going to end up switching those out. But as you can see, we have all the different rooms. But I'm not fully sold on this layout. Like, this room feels weird. I think I'm going to bust this down and leave this a more open area. And then this will be kind of like a baby's room. This little corner area feels weird as well. And then this one will most likely be another kid's room, probably like a daughter's room. For now, it's time to get to filling up these rooms, finding some hiding spots, and I'll check back in with you after some decorating. So I may have done a thing. I finished off the entire house, all the decorating, and forgot to actually film any of it. I swear I'm going to get better at this whole recording videos things. Let me take you through the house. And I'm really starting to feel like a realtor at this point. But we have our entryway, our garage right here. I really wanted to put a car in here, but I just couldn't figure out a way to do it and it looked good. Got like a little water heater off into the corner. And then back inside, we have a boy's room with his little bedroom with all of his little toys on its shelves, big pictures, and a little desk. Also, wherever I could, I squeezed in a picture frame hiding spot. So there's a ton of these little things all over the house. None of them really trick anybody, but they're more there for decoy hiding spots. And then we have the boys' restroom, where we have a toilet that leads you down into the sewer systems and a little walk in closet. No hiding spots in there. Next, we'll head down the hallway. Shut your doors. Here we got a little hallway decorated, some framing around the doors. And then we have the guest restroom, where you have another toilet that will lead you down to the sewer systems. Just outside the restroom, you have the staircase leading upstairs, a little living room area with a fireplace, little decorations on the walls, and then you have the kitchen and breakfast nook area. In the breakfast nook area, you have a big table here that has a hiding spot hidden right into the middle of it with ladders that will let you get in and out. And then you got the kitchen counter and sink, which is the last entrance into the sewers. Over here, we have a little refrigerator that you go inside. It has a trap door, which leads you down into a little crawl space, and that leads you outside. But if you're paying attention, there is another trap door that actually gets you up into the hiding spot. And last for the downstairs is the master bedroom. We got a big king size bed, a computer desk area, a big screen TV, which has a hiding spot in it. And then over here with the wall is a couple picture frames, and I do believe one of them, yes, has a hiding spot inside of it. And then this room also has a closet. That's everything for the downstairs, so let's head upstairs. And like I said, I got rid of that one room, busted down the walls, reshaped up here, and gave us like this big entertaining dining room area with a big entertainment center, a bar, and some bookshelves. There's no hiding spots in this area, just all for decorations. Next, we have the baby's room, and I was struggling for decoration designs at this point, but I think it turned out good. We got all of his little toys area, a little changing table, his crib, and then a little cabinet that also leads to a hidden location. And finally, for the upstairs, we have the last bedroom, which is the daughter's bedroom. Funny enough, I actually let my daughter help me decorate this room because by this point I was running on steam. Much like the master bedroom, we have a king sized bed, a computer area, a big screen TV, which also has a hiding spot in it. Also made her a little vanity. Turns out she's also hiding all the riches in the house in her little secret room behind this picture. She also has her own walk in closet right over here with a torch on the ground. I need to get rid of that. Just decoration in there, no hiding spots. And that is it for the inside of the house. Next, we'll head down into the sewer systems. So we'll go to the kitchen where you can get down into them through the sink. You just got to squeeze yourself between these shelf blocks, but then you can get down into the pipes, which will lead you into the larger sewer pipes. There's a conduit hidden in the walls that give you some water breathing. But yeah, this is what I kind of went with. It's really kind of overgrown, slimy, pale moss covered pipes. There are some sea pickles and some glow lichens that give you some light. And then you got these little trap doors all over the place that lead into the smaller pipes that actually connect the larger sewer pipes. And along the way, you can maybe find some hiding spots and some dead ends. In here is actually one of my favorite hiding spots because it's the home of the sewer golem. It's a nice little place to chill and hang out with him while people are trying to find you. From here, you can actually head back up into the guest restroom, or nope, actually, the little boys' restroom, or you can go down into one of the other larger sewer pipes, decorated similar like the other one. Of course, this one has some frogs jumping around in it. There are two more hidden pipe entrances in this larger pipe, one of them being here at the far end. This one leads you down into a hiding location. And the other pipe entrance is hidden down here in the water. This one will connect you to the last of the larger pipe sections. A frog got in here, and its texture is freaky when you get up close to it. But you come this way, and you can get yourself to another hiding spot location. If you go back the other way and get past the freaky frog, you can find your way up and into the last of the larger pipes. Going back up, this one will lead you into the guest restroom. Heading back into the toilet, you can go back into the last of the three larger pipes, where I did have a lot of frogs at one point, but I don't know where they're all at. Heading to the other side of the pipe, you can find the very last hiding spot. The pipe itself kind of curves downwards into what seems like a dead end, but there's actually a little drop down right here that is where all the frogs went off to. Okay, this right here, though, is the very last hiding spot, and I guess the frogs want to hide here too. And here's a quick peek at the inner workings of the sewer systems. You got the conduit set up right there. I didn't want to completely fill this water up because I didn't want it to be overly drippy in the pipes, but I did want some water drips to go through, so I got these source blocks all over the place to help give the pipes a little bit of a water drip as you're going through them. And that's it. The homestead map is completed. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you've made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch y'all next time.